Tashi.
Hey, Tashi.
So Tashi is the first one. Hi, Tashi.
Elrika.
Elrika. Good night.
Audrey Brooks.
Audrey Brooks. She said good morning. So I guess it's
good
morning
for you, yes.
where you're at.
Glacia.
Glacia, how you doing?
Good evening.
Good evening, kings and queens. Come
Monique.
on in. Monique Mackenzie, how you doing? Everybody doing well? Come on in. We're going to chit-chat with you
Yvette
tonight.
Sharp.
Yvette.
Patricia.
Patricia, how you doing? Monique.
Sandra Clark.
Sandra Clark. Maureen Roberts.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Charnette. Good evening.
Good
Blessings
evening.
back to
Blessings back to you. Back at you, Queen. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing well.
Happy Thursday.
Yes, it's Thursday, almost at Wednesday.
Nation, good evening.
Nation, good evening. Good evening, Nation. How you doing, Queen? All is well?
Yes.
I hope all is well. Good night, Katie. Miles K. Jacqueline Barker.
Ever blessed Nikki.
Ever blessed Nikki.
Cordelia. May Clark. Jennifer Anderson.
Petrona. Jennifer Anderson.
Stacy. Good evening,
how you doing, Queen? Pick up yourself, Stacy.
Patricia.
Yes, go back a class. Somebody for go back a class. Ooh, you don't want to be in my class.
Right.
Charms Villa. Claudette. Hilton. Good night, Monica.
Oh, Monica, sorry.
Yes. Sometimes I don't get a ping. You need to try to unfollow and follow back, Glacy, and see if that works. Yeah?
I had to do that too.
Yeah, because a lot of people been saying they haven't been getting a ping.
Yeah, so I unfollowed and followed back. With quite a few platforms I did that, and I get the ping now. So
Cherry Johnson. Here's Patricia.
And make sure when we're live, you click the notification bell.
Natoya, how you doing? Maxine Morgan Smith, how you doing?
Natoya, Maxine,
Deanna, how you doing? Lorna.
Big up.
Big up yourselves. So tonight,
Luciana.
Luciana, good night, Queen. Good night. So tonight, it's not gonna be a long live. And tonight we're here to address something specific. Tonight I'm here to address Michelle LaDonna, Lorna Marvette. Yes.
Good evening.
Tonight I'm here actually to just give my opinion on the whole thing with Michelle LaDonna and Auntie Donna. And usually I don't come out and address anything that goes on between people who have a friendship. But this one kind of, I got I kind of got blindsided by this one.
I agree with that.
And I have an opinion on it. I'm not here to disrespect anyone. That's not me. I'm just here to give my honest opinion based on what I've seen. Yolanda, good night. Yolanda. Maureen, good night. Yes, good night. First of all, I have something that I want to read that Michelle LaDonna posted on her page. I'm going to read that. But before I read that, I don't want anyone, just a disclaimer, I don't want anyone in the comment section tonight to disrespect either ladies that I'm about to speak about, okay?
Correct.
I have a high level of respect for both ladies. Everybody knows that I'm a huge supporter of the Planka boss, and that I'll always be. Yes?
We love and respect both ladies.
Yes, love and respect. I'm just going to give my fair opinion based on what I've seen. All right, so I'm going to start out with reading what Michelle LaDonna had posted on her page. Yeah? And this was posted on January 7th. right? It says, I do not know about a ring or a cult, but I would definitely put your feet in a bath and wash them for you. She posted a picture with Auntie Donna. So this post was to Auntie Donna from Michelle LaDonna. Let me begin again. It says, I do not know about a ring or a cult. My phone went out. But I would definitely put your feet in a bath and wash them for you. You would do things like that for your brothers and sisters and people who show you pure love, respect, and support. Now watch no face, me Jenna. Just continue to make us proud. You hear me? May the Lord grant you with more love and blessings. Keep up the good work. So I went to that to say this. Michelle, if you would put Auntie Donna's feet inside of a pan and you would wash them, and you guys are friends, why was it so difficult to pick up your phone and reach out to her instead of bringing what you've brought to social media? I've heard you guys, you refer to each other as friends. Now, when it comes to friendship, don't you think you have to treat these situations a little bit differently? What prevented you from calling her like you've always done in the past? I mean, you know, I'm not here to justify the statement that Auntie made. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not here to justify that. But there is a way of handling things. The way you came out at her and the attitude that you came at her with, I can't help but to think there are some underlying issues beyond that statement.
But the attitude, but she did more than one live about it. So for you to do a live and then come back out with a second live, and the attitude in the second live or the delivery in the second live, I felt was very inappropriate.
You came at her as if she was your child and you were here to scold her. Now, that's not how you treat a friend. And on top of that, you know, listening to you, you were saying that you've been in her corner for 2 years. Now, my question to you is, if you have a friend and you're supporting that friend, is there a time limit on how long you should support that person? These are just questions that I have, you know, in regards to your statements. I'm not here to say Auntie Donna is perfect, because none of us are. But for someone that you have a phone relationship with, that you can call at any time, don't you think that would have been the right thing to do? To call her and to say, because I know I've been watching Auntie Donna now for a very long time, and there are things that she says that may rub people the wrong way, but when you're friends with someone, you kind of know that person's personality, and you kind of know what they'll say as joke versus something that is meant to be serious. And even though you think it's a very dangerous statement, I think that you should have given her the respect of calling her behind the scene to say, you know what, Auntie, I know you probably was joking, but this may come off the wrong way to some people. You know, I think you should go back to your platform and make a general apology, even though she might said, you know, the officers are aware that it was a joke and stuff like that.
And he didn't take offense.
And he didn't take offense to it. You say, yeah, Auntie, I understand that, but there are people that is not gonna take it the same way. And I'm sure Planka Boss, you know, me talking to Auntie and meeting her in real life, I know she'd be like, Rasta job. You know, me no say, you really take it serious?
Or me never
did think about knowing Auntie.
Yeah.
That's the response. They don't tell you to come off iPhone, not tell me what to do. Even though people try to paint that image of her, she's not like that.
She's not like that.
She's not like that. You understand? I just felt like woman to woman. You know, Michelle, I'm not here to tear you down. Woman to woman, I don't feel as though that was the best way of going about it. And then you brought other things into it rather than staying on that particular topic. You brought the fact that she did not came out in defense of you while you and Majesty went at it. But, Michelle, I don't know if you understand friendship very well. That's not a predicament I would want to put a friend in, knowing that that friend of mine is friend with, you know, both me and the person who are going at it. Because to me, she did the right thing. Because as she came out, one person's going to think that she did not defend them enough. And the other person's going to think she did not defend them enough. There is no way she would have walked out of that situation without getting a backlash from either your followers or your Majesty followers.
Or her own followers.
Exactly. So what kind of predicament is that you would want to put your friend in? Mm-hmm. That is my question to you. And the thing about it, I've noticed with a lot of bloggers, not just you, who have been in support of Auntie Donna, as soon as they get to a level, they always act as though she did nothing to help to elevate them to that level. It's always, I've already had a platform. Yes, that is true. We two had already at a platform when I came out in defense of Auntie Donna. But here is an analogy. We had a platform, but we were simply creeping. With her highlighting us, we started walking. And that is the honest to God truth. Because with us coming out in defense of her and her highlighting us, it led our followers to come and support us. And you should never be ungrateful, no matter if it was just 2 followers that came from our platform to support you. It was 2 more than you had. Mm-hmm. You understand? I know that there are gonna be people tomorrow or the next day who's gonna come at me for this and say that we're looking for clout. Now, Auntie, my advice to you is, not everybody that claps for you, they're happy for you. Stay away from social media personalities. If you do not want to call our name, well, we're gonna ask you.
Don't call our names.
Please don't call our names and highlight us. The same thing for Majesty.
Yes.
I know it's hard once you guys see us on your platform to just totally ignore us, but we're going to develop a little thing that I know you're sending us a shout out without saying chocolate and vanilla. Mm-hmm. Because I am sick and tired of people putting everyone in the same boat as though people cannot be genuine. There won't be, I'm going to show you guys, if Auntie and Chris, they're willing to do this for us. I'm going to show you guys that our lives will not change in any way, shape, or form.
And to add to that, our support to them will not change either. That will not change either. We will continue to watch them. We will continue to comment. We will continue to love them.
Exactly.
We will continue to call them.
We are going to show, we want to show social media that we're not on here to gain from anyone. We make our money off of social media. We will continue to come out here and bless from our own pockets. So now we get that out the way. This is not to come and kiss Auntie Donna's ass. No. This is me talking as a woman, observing these two ladies, and I think how Michelle LaDonna went at Auntie Donna was uncalled for. Since you, Michelle, has a phone number or private number, and it was okay for you from the beginning to reach out to her behind the scene and talk about whatever it is that you guys talked about, I think you should have handled that situation in the same way. And how I see it, I felt as though there are some underlying issues that you have with Auntie that you haven't expressed to her.
And to add to that, I agree with Chocolate with that statement, because if there weren't any underlying conditions, you would never have brought up the fact that she didn't defend you or say anything when that issue happened with Chris. It should never have come up in that conversation.
And that is not Auntie's place to do that. Just like I've made the choice that when, if two people that I support, if they're friends and they're going at it, my job is to stay back or to reach out behind the scene to say, guys, it doesn't look good. Is there any other way you can handle this? Because I'm not going to come out because I don't want to choose sides. I have respect for you both. So work it out. If they're not willing to do that, there isn't anything that I can do, but I will continue to support. Right? But Michelle, and to pull Urain into the equation of that kind of blew my mind. Because the thing you see, when you donate to someone, it does not give you control over that person. Not unless it's a one-on-one case. But a case like Urain, where you had so many people who have donated to his cause, he cannot please everyone on an individual basis. That is impossible. I can't even imagine how he feels. You understand? Because I've tried to cook online, and in the comment section, for example, I'm making some curry chicken. Some people want me to put this in it. Some people want me to put that in it. If I go with what everybody wants me to put in that curry chicken, by the time I'm done, it won't be curry chicken anymore. So that's kind of like it. Everybody wants this guy to do what they want him to do. And because you have donated, does not give you the right to come out here and kind of want to throw him under the bus as well. When you do something for someone, you do it from the heart.
Not looking for anything in return.
You understand? My thing, Michelle, don't be so emotionally attached when it comes to social media. You've covered a numerous amount of topics, but sometimes it comes across as if you want to be out here to scold people. There's a difference between talking to someone and talking at someone. And I felt as though you were talking at Auntie Donna, and she's a grown woman. You're going to tell her that she chat too much? That's very rude. That's rude.
That's very inappropriate.
That is rude.
Very.
Think about it. It is rude. And I expected so much better from you. And I'm not going to go in the back and forth thing with you. I'm just telling you this as woman to woman. I think you could have handled the situation a lot differently, and maybe and you would have gotten the result that you were looking for.
And sometimes you have to remember, things you say or the way you say it, you didn't mean to say it one way, but you have to remember everybody doesn't perceive things the same exact way. You might not have meant to come across the way you did or the way people took it, but you have to remember everybody's perception is different.
I just think your delivery was downright rude, inappropriate, and when you're friends with someone and the things that you have done for that person should not come into play when you have a disagreement with the person. It just goes to show that it wasn't being done from the heart. Because you come out in defense of Auntie. Auntie always made it clear that we should not come out and defend her. We took it upon ourselves to do so. So whether or not your character is in question, that is totally your fault.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot lay that on someone who made it clear all the time, multiple times, that no one should come out in defense of her. We took it upon ourselves because of how we feel about her, and the admiration and the love. Yeah? We took it upon ourselves because we did not like to see the injustice against her on social media. But at the end of the day, that was our decision. She's not under any obligation to share us if we stood up for her. She's under no obligation to come out and defend any one of us because we took that upon ourselves to do that. So there are so many conditions, it seems like, lie behind the love you have for Auntie and the support. And that shouldn't be. If you are genuinely supporting someone from the heart, there shouldn't be any conditions like those on it. Correct. Of course, you deserve respect. We all want respect. Yes? But certain condition as to come out in defense or to say something in regards to a fight that you had with Majesty when she considered Majesty as a brother and you as a sister or a friend, then that's very selfish of you.
You're putting her in the middle of it unnecessarily.
Yes. That's very selfish of you to want her to do that when you know how they drag this lady across social media, and for you to give people ammunition to use against someone you consider a sister. I just read what you've posted. Think about that. You talk about fair. Think about that, Michelle. Think about that. We did not jump out to talk when you and Lady V, Majesty, because we have respect for you and for Majesty. We like both. Lady V and you, we like you both. But the way you went at Auntie for this, there gotta be some underlying issues. And I think as a friend, you should have expressed those to her during your conversations, the conversations you had with her, instead of coming on social media and exploding like that at her. I think that's very unfair.
Mm-hmm. I think it was very disrespectful. It should have been handled a lot differently. That's my take on it. You should have handled that situation a lot differently. For someone you consider to be your friend, you should have picked up the phone, called her, talked to her off the air, and don't bring it to social media. There are certain things when you have a certain rapport with people that you don't bring to social media.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Unnecessary.
And like
It was
I
very
said,
unnecessary.
I'm
sorry.
over the talking about clout, and about kissing butt. No, somebody has to have some dignity out here. And I'm asking you, Auntie Donna, Your Majesty, the two people with the two biggest platform, please don't mention chocolate and vanilla. We're gonna come up with a code for you to say hi to us.
Right.
And I'm gonna show social media that I am here to gain no highlights,
None.
no fame, no nothing. These are people that I admire and respect, and I've met them in real life and know that these are good people.
Yes.
Until they personally does something to me, no hearsay, nothing that anybody can say that's gonna change that.
Nothing.
I admire their ambitions. Not everybody gonna like them. I'm not saying they're perfect. None of us are.
None.
But at the end of the day, if people give you respect, you should give it back. And if people show you loyalty, you should return that. And I just don't feel as though this was necessary for social media. You should have called her, expressed to her how that statement made you feel and the possibility of other people feeling that way, and ask her to come on our platform and make a general apology, and all of that could have been squashed. That's how you handle a friendship, in my opinion. I'm not always right, but I'm giving, like I said, my opinion. Who's gonna class me? That's your problem. That is your problem, not mine. It won't stop me from coming out here and do what I do. Won't stop me from coming out here and giving back from my pockets. You understand? Won't change my lifestyle one bit. So keep on talking.
Right.
I'm not looking. I'm talking to Michelle LaDonna and Auntie Donna. Auntie Donna, be careful. Be careful of who presents themselves as friends to you. I know you have a good heart, and it's hard for you not to share the spotlight with other people or try to elevate other people when you have a good heart. It's hard. Let me tell you, people, it's very hard. I've had people cuss me out that me give my money to. People ask me for chicken, me send them money for chicken, and them cuss me because me didn't send money for feeding. And me hear it from Vanilla and my husband all the time. Why do you get up and continue to help these people? But when you have a heart, a good heart, it's difficult when you know you can help someone and for just turn a blind eye. So when the plunk of them go at Auntie for the good heart that she has, I understand. I understand her. I understand. When you have a good heart, you get hurt the most. Sometimes I really would like to be one of them hard-hearted person, but then I know I wouldn't be myself and who God wants me to be. Because even though them cost me, when me give, God still multiply it. Still multiply. You understand? So me not gonna make 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people stop me from being who I am. And I understand that about Auntie. There's nothing new about Auntie Donna. But as things maybe people try to say, she a show off and she hype and she this and she that. No. There's nothing different about Auntie in my eyes. Because she always is a jovial person. She always mess up our words and will say things that if you have water in your mouth, you want to spit it out. And those are the things that pull people to her. Mm-hmm. You know? She will know the word and mess it up on purpose. Mm-hmm. And those are the things that we love about her personality. We're not, like I said, and I will say it again, she's not perfect.
Nobody.
She said things that might rub people the wrong way. Yeah. But there's no reason for try to, add fuel to the fire that burns against this woman each and every day. How much
Multiple
more?
times a day.
How much more? She's a human being. She's a human being. People say she hype because what? She never expect her to elevate. Them expect her to just stay in a one position for the rest of her life. And if she shows something that she's proud of accomplishing, she show off. You understand?
Or she's bragging.
People expect you not to grow and to just remain the same person. Something gonna change about you if you're evolving.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's what I have to say. Like I said, it's not a long life. I'm in no over earful because, I'm talking about Michelle LaDonna, but I'm not here to drag you down, Michelle.
No, we're not.
You understand? And you shouldn't let wanting a purse destroy a friendship.
Correct.
You can make your purse without trying to demonize someone else. Yeah? It's a dog-eat-dog situation on social media. If you don't go to the lowest of low, you can't get views. Well, thank God for Jesus. I came on here with everything.
Right.
And whether I'm on here or not, I'm making my money. And I don't have to demonize anyone to do so. And no one have to highlight me for me to do so. You understand? We have to do better. We have to do better. We can't let money control us. Always be the thing for us to throw people under the bus. Because it won't be longevity. If your heart is not in the right place, it won't be longevity. You understand? Yeah, it can't always be about money. It can't. I understand that you all look over Plunker Shop and see these huge amount of donations, and some people on here just are so obsessed with other people's money, and you might see that she's growing and she's making her money, but you can make your money too. It's not like she's a selfish person. She highlights good people, and her plankers, they support people if Auntie put it out there. But if I were them, now it's very hard for Auntie to highlight someone and I go follow them after I've seen the outcome of people that she helped and how they turn around and treat her. It made me afraid to do that. It's like Auntie talking about someone. I'm like, okay, all right. That's the point. It's like, okay, another one. All right. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's very difficult now to know who to trust and who is in it for the right reason and who really, really and truly support this lady.
Right.
Because as soon as they think they're okay on their own and doesn't need to be highlighted, they turn around and class her the most disgusting ways and talk all kind of things that they had the opportunity of telling her once they were close to her. I don't understand how all of a sudden, because you're not close to a person anymore, then all of a sudden this person's an horrible person. So what made you better? You should have known who to choose as company or acquaintances. That mean your level of judgment is terrible.
So my question is, if they were doing all those things along and all of a sudden they're a horrible person, why weren't they a horrible person before?
Exactly. So I don't find any of those things credible. Once you and somebody fall out, they're the worst person in the world. They're a thief, but you were friends with a thief. Oh, how is that? You were an accomplice then. And you have so many ignorant people on social media that suck up these things with a straw because they love the drama and they love to see the bring down. But my belief is, if you did not uplift someone, you don't have the power to bring them down.
Correct.
Understand? Yeah. Do things from the heart, people out there. Do things without a motive behind it, because it's not going to last. It's not. And at the end of the day, you will be revealed. Yeah. A sponge, I'm using that straw. Yes. No, it helped me to question the fact that if you were actually a friend, Michelle, it actually made me question, was there any type of friendship to begin with? Because how do you just do a 360 on a friend?
How do you just turn the switch on and off so?
How do you do that? How do you use the phone when it was convenient for you? And all of a sudden, the phone doesn't work. When Auntie came out about your thing about Urain, she tried to reach out to you. She tried calling you. I was on that live. You did not pick up your phone. You know? She always referred to you as a friend. And I'm so disappointed in you. But who am I? Well, it's about being the best blogger. It's about making the purse. Who am I? I'm just out here with my humble opinion, just like anybody else.
And I'm just going to add to that, and I would just like to say, Michelle, please remember your delivery. Not everybody perceives things, like I said before, the same way. You might not have meant it that way, but a lot of people took it, and it came across very harsh.
It was very harsh.
Very harsh.
It was very harsh. When you're going to look at a grown woman to say you chat too much,
like she's
that's total. Yeah, that's disrespectful. That is disrespectful. And again, Auntie did not ask any one of us to come out and defend her. And, you know, people have this to say, I was the first, I was the second one, I was the third one. Are we in kindergarten here? I didn't know you're supposed to be like counting who was the first, who was the second, who was the third.
Who did
really?
That's right.
Grown-ass people, y'all doing that? Who's the first to come out? Who's the second? Who's the third? I didn't know there was a counting going on. There was a number to this thing. Huh? What the hell wrong with y'all? Huh? If you're going to support somebody, you support them. If you're going to support me for me to come out when somebody come for honor, don't support me. If you're going to support me for when me have a crowd over here for call your name, don't support me. Simple. No, I'm not in those type of games. You understand? And Michelle, I'm coming to you from absolutely a place of love. There's no hatred in my heart for you because I don't work with a switch. I can't have respect for a person and certain amount of love, and all of a sudden because they come out and do something that I'm against, then automatically that switch goes off. I hope you will look into yourself and try to do things differently.
And go back and watch that live and see how you came across. And you know, I'm going to suggest maybe you come back and apologize to Auntie Donna.
We're not here to tell anybody what to do.
Well, no, I'm not.
That's your suggestion.
That's my suggestion.
Right. Well, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do because I know Auntie is not God, because that's the first thing people are going to say. We look up to her as if she's God. We know she's not God.
She's human. She makes mistakes.
Right. But there's just certain things that I don't think she deserves. Because she has a good heart. And she highlighted all of us. And I don't care. It could have been two people that came after I came out and in defense of Auntie and come follow me. That's two people that I did not have. And I am grateful. Whether a 2 or a 1 or a half of somebody, I am grateful. When she talked about us, people came over and follow us. When Majesty talked about us, people came over and follow us. Other platform talked about us, people came over from their platform, want to know about and come follow it. We're not ungrateful and we're not too big to acknowledge and give credit where credit is due. Correct. Nothing no come off of me for saying that. Nothing. I don't lose $1 from saying that. Some of us, our egos are too big. And we're ungrateful. Nothing no wrong with saying when she highlight you, people come and follow you. Build up your audience. Nothing no wrong with that. Get monetized. Some people get monetized off of her. She's not selfish. She's a selfless person. She will tell you how to go about elevating yourself. That's one thing I admire about her. Because a lot of people could be in her position and be absolutely selfish and self-centered and not look out for nobody else but themselves.
True.
So when where credit is due, you give credit. And it's the honest truth.
Yep.
And who want cuss me because I'm not looking. You understand me? And the truth that as we get to a certain place, we forget about everybody will help us to get there. Whether on social media or in real or off social media, someone helped you along the way. No man is an island, and no one stand alone.
Nope.
You understand me?
Everybody needs something.
Yes, you did have a platform. But if somebody need for left Spanish Town and go to Kingston and have a car and don't have no gas, and me buy them the gas to get to Kingston, how dare you turn around and tell me, say, and me make you reach Kingston, you did have your car. The car couldn't run pan water. I know me help you for reach a Kingston. You understand? I saw someone on a steer. Me did already have a platform. And I know damn well if I need certain people highlight on her and share on her out.
And talk about.
And talk about uno wouldn't get to the numbers that uno have. And get up and a bad mind people for numbers. What's wrong with y'all?
Really?
Huh? And them growth. Do you? There's only one. Auntie Donna. There's only one. Too much, man. Sometimes I look, I sit down, I say, how she do it? Too much. Oh no, too much. And then you guys who classify yourself as friends, turn around and give the enemy them more ammunition for use against this lady. Where is the genuine love and support? Auntie, don't call her name when you see her upon your life.
Please.
Majesty, don't.
Please don't.
Me go show social media say, me still can't come out here, take out of my pocket and help people.
And we still can
And we
watch
still
them.
can watch them and support them and share them.
And love them.
Because me no make my money on social media. It take too much for me make money on social media. Me don't have to do nothing. I make money half of social media. And this is not me bragging. This is me telling you facts. You understand? And a lot of people, me not even think Auntie know what business with her. Because me tell her, me no want you talk about it.
True.
My kings and queens, big up on yourself. That's all I have to say on the situation. My kings and queens, let these things on social media be lessons to you guys. That not every kin teeth a laugh. And not every clap mean people happy for you. And not everybody said my friends are really your friends. May even bring my own friend to social media with me.
Yep.
Yeah. Now on a go on, vloggers are over and go on go crucify me. I'm covered under the blood of Jesus. I want to say about me, not taking a cent when them receipt come in tomorrow, not a cent, not go missing.
None.
As a matter of fact, when I get off alive. You hear? God bless you guys. I love you all. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Auntie Donna, stay prayed up. We're praying for you.
We're praying.
We don't mean no harm in you not calling our name.
None.
We're trying to protect
We
you.
love you.
We'll love you. And we'll always love you and respect you for what you've done for people in my country.
And we will continue to support
When me
you.
sit down and see with my own 2 eyes, nobody then come tell me sit down and see it. And that's something that will live within me forever. For all you open my eyes to see. That we can just love a little more. We can give a little more. It's not all about who's inside our home. But we are of this big, huge family in this world. And for that, my sister, we will always have your back. Me not care what them class you as. Me not care. Love you.
Love you.
Good night, my kings and queens.
Good night, kings and queens. Thank
Any
you.
bad comment under me in my comment section, you will be blocked. In the name of Jesus. Good night.
All right. Take care of yourself. Good night. Love you guys. Bye-bye.